Hi friends, welcome back to Homeschoolology. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Nikki. I'm a homeschooling mom of 4. We are in the end of our 7th, 3rd, and pre-K grade level. I'm taking the opportunity to reorganize this entire room system, clean the cabinets. As you can see, they definitely need a cleanup. And so as I am pulling out everything to go over what we did, and I need to make space for some new things that we are bringing in. This video specifically is going to be kind of where I'm sharing my whole clean out, clean up, put back together kind of process. Excuse me leaning down. I've set up the camera so you guys can see my workspace while I chat at you and show you all the things. And so I'm going to start by just tidying this area, and then I will get out my first bin. Getting started and I'm already feeling overwhelmed, so we'll see how this goes. The first thing I know I'm going to do is pull off my pinwheels level 3 and level 4, and I'm going to pack those away because I'm not going to need them anytime soon. So I'm going to go ahead and get those and the teacher manuals and pull those out. So I've pulled out all my educator guides for levels 3 and 4 and my binders for level 3 and 4 because I know I will not be using those in this coming year. And I will keep out my year 1, level 1, and level 1 I have over on my cart. So I'm going to leave that there, but I'm going to go ahead and put the level 2 up here. This is my teacher manuals that I'm not currently using, but I will potentially use within the school year. So that is what all this is. I'm going to clean this up later, better later in a minute. So Gamma we're not quite done with yet, so I haven't bought the next level. So I'm going to leave this on my shelf for now, and then this is the Algebra 2 resources, so I'm going to leave that on the shelf as well because this is what we are currently using. So these are my girls' geography notebooks. We haven't really been working on those too much, so I'm going to put them down here for now. We may or may not pick that up again this year. That cleared off a good amount of space. I'm going to go ahead and go through this bin while I'm going through things. Okay, so I have this multiplication little doohickey that my daughter likes. This goes to a game. I'm going to get that out of here. We have our bananagrams in here. My daughter's multiplication poppet that she loves. We have our little push buttons that I need to replace the batteries on. I think that one is actually already broken. This is the little mini binder for the Pinwheels program. These I'd probably find a new home for or get rid of them. There are KiwiCo direction booklets. And then this is our counting pairs. So I'm going to leave that together. This I got at Costco. It has a little model in it of the solar system. And we're going to be doing solar system stuff next year. I'm trying to decide though if it's worth keeping this whole big book or just pulling out the resources to make space on my shelf, which is kind of what I'm leaning towards. So I think I just decided to empty this box out, and then I'm just going to put this on our little shelf that we have over here. This shelf is kind of just we have our microscope and a globe, and now this little space kit, the Declaration of Independence, their quills, and then some just random goodies up here. So I think that's going to have that new home. So this space, go down to this space. So these I'm going to put, I have this little bucket here that has extra resources, things that I accidentally printed too much of, or some guides or extra little resources, so I'm going to throw those in there. And then these 2 books are just going to find a book or home on our bookshelf. So that is that. We are opening up all kinds of space on this shelf, which is what I needed. We have these Mommy and Me journals that I picked up for last year. We didn't really do them this year, so I'm hoping to do them next year. So they're gonna find a space on the shelf as well. That opened up quite a bit of space. I'm gonna save these for in a minute because these are like my kids' current work. I do need to go through these and like take out what we're done with and maybe put in some new things. And so I'm gonna work on that in a minute. I'm gonna work on cleaning off these two shelves a little bit more and I'll be back. Okay, so I got these a couple of shelves tidied up a little bit better. Now I have a little bit more space here. And then this shelf I'm gonna work on it in a minute, but I'm gonna bring you guys down here with me to this epic disaster. Let me give you the full effect here. So this is our library basket. As you can see, there are books in here that are not library books, so I'm gonna take this out, go through this, make a bag to return to the library and pull out the things that don't belong in here. So this book somebody loaned us, we're gonna use that for a little bit. These are diary books, or diary. It said diary, so I read diary, but these are library books that I need to ask my daughter if she is done with. I have all these library books that my littlest just loves to pick out at the library, so I'm going to go ahead and put those in here so I can return them. This is not supposed to be in here. I don't know where this came from. And here are two other books that are not supposed to be in here. Okay, now we're just down to library bags and bookmarks that I do just keep down in the bottom of here. This bag I'm creating to go with library books to go back. And I need to ask my daughter if she is done with this stack. So, that is that. These two KiwiCo boxes have things left in them, so I'm gonna, these are activities that they hadn't gotten to yet. I might pull these out so that they can do them, or I might just get rid of them. We have this boat book that my kids really love, and the boat is in this basket that I have up here, so I may hang on to it, or I might find a new home for it, we'll see. And then I need to take this book upstairs because it's mine. These books need to be returned to my mother-in-law, and I have these Story of the World books. If anybody wants these, let me know. They just need to leave my house. Okay, I created this bin for my daughter because she loves to have like little notebooks and things, and they were just ended up sitting on this shelf and we're getting crazy messy. So that bin needs to stay. So now I'm gonna organize these are her like little books that she can pull off the shelf and play with. So I'm gonna go ahead and just like organize these a little bit better to make this pile in the corner go away. We really love this little book series. It's like whatever for babies, and it's all like scientific concepts. So let me turn this light on, hold on. There, hopefully that's better. So it's got like electromagnetism, quantum physics, quantum information, static physics, optical physics, rocket science, general relativity, and Newtonian physics. So these are just really cute to kind of introduce those science concepts. We actually use these with our older kiddos too, to kind of like introduce the subject. So there's that. Wasn't kidding about the little notebooks. They're everywhere. Okay, so that is much improved. I mean, I still have this little stack over here, but it's because they don't all fit otherwise, and this works. She really just honestly plays with these mostly. We do read through them sometimes, but this is mostly her play shelf. So now we have the library basket down here, and now I have plenty of space over here, which is nice. I just found a Mulan sticker and a Peppa Pig rock. So we're gonna move on to my cart while I'm down here. So since I'm already sitting on the floor, I'm gonna go ahead and go through this. These cards were just pulled out of this STEM challenges box. I'm gonna put these away. I'll organize it later. Down here, I have, this is stuff for pinwheels. This is our letter box for pinwheels. And then our Matthew C blocks, which we're still gonna need. So all of that is gonna stay down here. This just looks like random bits of paper and things. So I have a little like, anything that's colored on, I'm gonna get rid of. And I have a little area where I put, like junky paper like this so that they can pull from it if they need some paper to color on. So I'm gonna put that there, throw that away, all this back on here. So that is the bottom shelf. Let's move on here. We are still at the very tail end of finishing up our American Revolution unit. So I'm going to leave these books here for now, but this is where I put like our current read-alouds and current things that we're working on. So since we're not quite done, I'm going to leave that there. This area has calculators. These are flashcards for the IEW. And then I just have like other little goodies in here, like what are these things called? Index cards, post-it notes, dice for when we play the pinwheels game. There's envelopes in here because they told us we needed it in the pinwheels program, and I never once I came across one activity that needed an envelope. So those are in here. I might pull these out and put them with my, you know what, I am going to pull these out and put these with my other, it's Jason playing a game, baby. I didn't love this book for this unit that we're working on now, but I'm probably going to save it because I think my son might like it when he gets there, or my daughter might choose to read this the next time we cover the American Revolution. But it was just, it's not that it wasn't a good book, it's just a lot of information, and we were already reading a significant chunk of books for, not these two, these are joke books, but I have these joke books that we picked up when we did jokes for the Quill program, and I just leave them here now, so if we ever need to lighten the mood, I can pull it out. Back here, this is another book that we're using for our American Revolution unit, and then I have my fairy tale, science and fairy tale books back here. I'm probably going to leave them there because it works. I don't pull them out as often as we used to, but they have a home and it works fine. So unless I need this space for something for next year, I think I'm just going to leave it. And then the top shelf is all of our, I just found 2 more books on the floor. The top shelf is all of our curriculum, like my teacher manuals for all of our curriculum. So I am going to change the battery because the battery is about to die, and then pull you up and then make the other videos about like going through what we did last year and all of that good stuff. So check in with you in a minute. Perfect, but it's much improved. I pulled all the little things that were on here that my kiddos had made and stuff, and put them on that shelf over there. I'll clean that shelf later. But this is now, these are just like our Who What Was books and different kinds of like resource books up here. This is my kids' like sand art things. They have letters over there. These are for the art wall that I've got to take down here pretty soon. This is our classic literature and stuff we're going to be working on next year. Read-alouds for next year. Our resource books. And then this whole section is books that we're going to be using next year for our history unit. I needed to get them off of my table and onto a shelf, so that's part of why I needed to create room here. These are their binders set up, or their things set up. I've got most of the stuff for next year in there now because I pulled it from where I had it and put it in here now that they were cleaned out. But she will have some more things. That's why hers is looking, I haven't ordered them yet. But here is our math resources, geography resources, pinwheels resources. This was that bin that I showed you guys earlier that had like educational resources. I cleaned up her shelf down here. That's all of her like little books she can play with, and this is her like notebooks. And then this is a stack of books that we use often in our library book bin. And the cart is looking much better and more cleaned up. So that is that. I will work on that stuff. I thought I was going to accomplish that side today, but I'm kind of feeling over it and kind of feeling done, and I've got like a decent mess here that I need to take care of, like pulling out. So I have bins that I keep in another area that I put like curriculum that I'm saving for my future children. So I need to pull those out and put books in there. And I don't want to be in the middle of all that when my husband gets home. So just because we have other things that we want to do with our evening, like fold laundry and make dinner and all that stuff. So I kind of want to be wrapped up with this at that point. And so yeah, so I'm going to stop this video here today. And maybe I'll film working on that, and maybe I won't, I'm not sure. But this is looking so much better. I rearranged these shelves a little bit. So this is this cabinet, the very tip top shelf. Let me raise you up a little bit. The very tip top shelf is just a bunch of like old books that my husband's family had. I have a few things up in the corner over there that are just like books that we'll use eventually. This shelf is our Life of Fred, and I've never done a video on that. If you guys want to see that, let me know. It's not secular, but it's not also like I feel comfortable with it. But then all like encyclopedias and resource books, and then put you down. And then this shelf is like my this is the shelf that my girls love to draw from the most, to just like look at books, just to look at them. Lots of resource books, lots of other things. These are our readers here. So I have two that still need to learn to read, so I'm hanging on to these. And then these Julie Rothman books, we just recently picked those up, so those are here as well. Going further down, this is all like old workbooks that still have space in them, and some coloring books and things that we haven't necessarily used yet, but I might use eventually. Over in the corner here are their travel binders. I have a whole video on that if you're interested. And then down on the very bottom, I'm going to tilt you down a little bit. This is where our Osmo lives, and then some like extra math blocks and snap circuits and just things like that. All of that is down there. So there's not much I can pull out of this cabinet because this is like the main bulk of like our resources that we use. This cabinet over here is like curriculum, and then this cabinet is like resource books, and then that cabinet is like pens, pencils, paper. And the last one I need to work on. I have like my really tall books that don't fit on any of those bookshelves over there in the printer, but that top shelf is a disaster, and I need to go through those bins at the bottom and clean them out. And I want to try to remove the bottom row of bins so I can put that stuff on the shelves. I don't know what I want to do with that. I might actually end up putting it underneath the bookshelves for now because it's not going to be around forever. It's her like sensory bin stuff that she loves playing with, but we just don't like she's not going to be in that phase forever. So I don't know if I want to make that a shelf for that or if I want to just put them underneath for now, but I got to figure that out. So that's a future video. This is getting a little rambly, I think. So I thought I had ended the video, but I went to Target and I found these stackable clear bins in the dollar section. They were $5, which really isn't like the greatest of great deals, but they stack like these ones that I had found at Target or at Walmart a while ago, but I can't find anymore. And these bins I have were like for makeup, and I hate them. As you can see, like they're never put back the right way, and they don't really fit things super well. So I have kind of been in the back of my mind looking for something different, and when I saw these at Target, I was like, I think those might work. So I am going to insert a little bit more of a video here. Excuse the makeup because I wasn't planning on doing this, but I am going to rearrange this, so I thought I'd record it. Not much different than it was before, but actually if it's a little bit better, and everything is in there, and I like these. They're not gonna, like when you put them back, they're not gonna shift. That was the problem with the other ones. Like they would get set back on, but then not the right way, and they would fall over. And so I'm liking this much better already. I am going to go ahead and officially sign off. If I haven't already said it, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button. Tell me what you guys are doing to set up for your new year down in the comments. Any tips or tricks that you guys have for setting up a successful year. I know I love hearing those things, but I'm sure somebody that is new to homeschool coming here, it would really help them out. So my dog is ringing the bell, so I really do need to sign off. I'm going to say goodbye, and I hope you'll come back and chat with me again real soon. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.